Hello. Okay, so the next question, how have you shifted from assigning to teaching? These are all really good and tough questions. Okay, so thinking about the difference between assigning and teaching, for me, actually probably comes down to making a shift from thinking about tasks to learning purpose. And when I really made that shift, and I had been working towards this shift for a long time, but when I really deliberately made the shift to change how I walked into lessons differently, it really forced me to move from assigning to teaching. So, and for me, this really comes down to the difference between two questions that I can ask myself every morning. And I maybe have talked to you about this before, but if I ask myself, what are the kids going to do today? What are they going to do today? That's about a task. That is about a thing. And honestly, in my mind, I am thinking about papers and photocopies and materials and graphic organizers, and it's not to say those things are bad, because of course we need all of those, that apparatus too. But when I lead with that, like, what are they going to do today, I am thinking about giving directions, I'm thinking about timelines, I'm thinking about assigning work. When I shift that question to what do they need to learn today, it really shifts how I plan. It really shifts how I walk into a classroom. So, and this is very true even with the teaching segments that I did last week. What I walk in with is not what I'm going to assign, but what is it that they really need to learn. So when I think about what it is they need to learn, then I have set myself up not only to really think about kids and students and in a different way than paper, but I also have set myself up for some backwards design. So then what I can do is I can say, what I really want them to learn today is the difference between inductive and deductive thinking, right? Or what I really want them to learn today is the nature of revenge in this soliloquy. So if that's what I really want them to learn, then as I design the lesson, I'm working backwards and I'm thinking, what kinds of steps does a learner have to take in order to get there? What does a brain have to do? What connections do they have to make? What questions do they have to wrestle with in order to get to that learning purpose? So that's the most, I think, probably concrete way to really answer this question, is to think about moving from task to purpose.